Scott. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. Well, I'm
Huh?
still here.
You're still
Um,
there.
still
Thank goodness.
the pulse is still here, but we're working on it.
Okay.
My eyes are kind of buggy, which is sensitive to light stuff, but this is the highlight of the week. I love doing this, so I'm not going to stop doing it.
Good.
You carry me out. It's wonderful to see you. How you doing, buddy? What you been up to?
Oh, this week's been kind of busy. I had an exciting day with Oswaldo, who you've met on the channel here.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had an all-day shootout with him and my friend John, like 10 different records, 10 different albums, multiple pressings. It was crazy.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
It was really fun, yeah. So I'm going
Well,
to talk about one of those shootouts tonight.
good. Let me bring up our friends, first of all. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
Live from the depths of Vassal Road. And
yeah.
what are you, SW what?
Oh no, I'm not giving my address out on
Not
the
talking to you.
internet. No, yeah,
Wherever the hell it is.
yeah,
But it's a pretty nice postal code, isn't it?
yeah. It's pretty central in London. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Jack.
Hey, hi, Brent.
All right,
And
Jack.
he
Hi,
lives
Jack.
in Tennessee. We don't have to dox him. So
No. Good to see everybody. I missed every. I got to tell you, I was bored last Wednesday night. I really was. I mean, really, I'm not kidding.
well, I think it's just Scott had a previous engagement, and I mean, if one or two people are away, we can still manage it. But I like doing it, me and Scott here. It's nice, and of course, without the great lady who's not been here for a couple of weeks because she's not been well, but she's better. Hello, Angie. It's lovely to see you.
My apologies, and I'm happy to be back.
No
Welcome.
apologies needed. How you feeling?
Getting better. Yeah. When you're not used to getting sick and you get sick, it's a biggie.
Yeah.
But we'll get through this too.
Yeah. Good.
Well, it's I'm glad you're feeling better. It's great to see you. So we've got lots of comments already.
Anthony, look, we have somebody from Macau on. Eric Wong.
Oh, Eric, yeah, Eric. He's from Toronto, but he's probably in Macau right now.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's go to
Thank you, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Mr. Joey. Hi, everyone. Hope to find you well. Oh, a big thank for all this hard work and working hard while sick. Thank you so much, Joey. Bless you. I think I will tell you the emails and comments I've got, and when we're not on, people are like, "Where are you? What's going on?" Oh, I can't wait till next week, and we're catching up on old shows when you're not around. So we really appreciate it. And they're talking about the gang, fantastic gang. Jim, we talked about this. Can you read a question from Andrew, please?
Yeah, morning from sunny spring Canberra, 20 degrees centigrade. Thoughts? Mendelssohn's Octet. Is it one of the greatest works by a teenager in the Western classical canon? The greatest recordings on vinyl and CD? Well, yeah, I mean, Mendelssohn's Octet is a great piece. I mean, yeah, I think it is sort of up there with the Schubert Quintet in many ways, although the Schubert Quintet is pretty special. But I mean, I've got one recording of it, and that's by Domus, because a friend of mine, Tim Bolton, was playing viola on it, and I think that's on the Hyperion label. But there's there's also even orchestral arrangements of the octet, which can sound pretty good. Although the first violin part is pretty hairy in places if you're leading it by yourself.
If anybody has any comments for Andrew, that'd be great. Guys from the Peanut Gallery. Of course, Joey said best night of the week. Everything classical. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, thank you.
And Scott, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Scott.
Hope everyone is doing well wherever you are.
It's almost time for Witch's Brew.
That's right. we're never, none of us are ever going to get over that, Scott. I'm sorry. One of the guys, what's his name? Who's the guy, the waxed guy? What's his name? What's his first name?
Yeah.
Oh, Rob.
Chances, yeah, Rob. Right. Rob was on his stream, and he found a mono in good condition, Now they're not anywhere near as valuable as the stereo one S1S's, but it's still worth 50 or 60 bucks for a mono. Amazing.
Mm.
And Eric, good morning and greetings from Macau. Hope everyone is doing well. Hey Eric, how you doing? It's nice to see you.
Hi, Eric.
And from wonderful Frederick, greetings all.
Hi, Frederick.
Hi, Fred.
Yeah, can you read this one?
Hope everyone's doing well and that you're all prepared for the best night of the week. So there's a rumor, Anthony, that Rick is going to come down with his wife and sister-in-law in a couple weeks. And maybe if we can get them down on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday, I can get him to pop in and say hello to us.
Come on, absolutely. It was wonderful last time.
Well,
So
he
kind.
wasn't that good, but you know.
And hello, Mr. Lois from Cranberry Sauce.
Hey.
Alan. Also, I think I told you we see the most beautiful email from Alan. My God, you guys are so sweet. And Scott, hope you're feeling better, Anthony. Well, thank you, Scott. Unfortunately, I'm not going to too much of medical things here, but this may not be Bell's palsy. This may be a facial paralysis brought on by something maybe a little more sinister. We're going to find out. I'm going to have an MRI, and then we'll go from there. Fingers crossed. If you're the praying type, pray. If you're not the praying type, fingers crossed, whatever. Peter, hi everyone. Hey, Peter, how are you? Peter, I saw you buying some records from the waxed auction. And Eric is saying hello to everybody, James and Jack and Angie. Yes, Frederick, it
Hi,
is.
everybody.
Yes, it is.
Great to see Angie.
Yeah. Thanks, Frederick.
Everyone's so happy they're feeling better.
Well, I've been trying to
Angie
get
is a
up
lot
on
of class.
Facebook.
Angie adds a lot of class to this.
From Anthony G. Giamata. Good evening from Brussels. Hi, Anthony. How are you?
Oh, from brother.
Oh, hi, Anthony. Your records arrived yesterday in perfect condition. Thank you, Andrew. I've got a lot of emails because Jan, the producer, does the shipping, and she's amazing.
Yes, she does. Yes, she
She's
is.
amazing. Evening on from Mike P. Haunted stereo cabinet. We were just talking about Jim's apartment, which
Oh, right.
we all know is haunted.
Oh, the haunted stereo cabinet.
When you come up, Scott, tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Can you read that one, Angie, please?
Good evening, all. Went to see a performance of the Brazilian composer Alberto Nepomuceno's symphony. We thought it was anyone familiar.
Mm-mm.
No, never heard of him. Wow, very nice. Peter's got, yeah, my full-time Rob does a great job. He's certainly a very fine record collector, mainly jazz. Sky, good evening, all. Great to see you.
Hey,
Hey, you're missed.
Hope you're feeling better soon, Anthony. Well, we missed you, Sky. And again, thank you for the lovely letters. Ozzy, good evening, Anthony, Panel and Peanuts. Always good to see you.
the whole family here tonight.
Mm.
It's a reunion.
That's to Andrew. Can you read that one, Jim?
Andrew, my go-to is Emerson String Quartet and Vienna Octet doing Mendelssohn Octet. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't go
the
wrong with
Emerson
those
and
guys.
Vienna are very good.
That Brazilian composer's kids are called Nippo babies. Very funny. Okay, put this up. Hey, Scott, you want to talk a little bit about that video coming up?
Sure. This is going to debut tomorrow at noon, I think. It is my first dip into the Rhino Reserve series. I know it's not classical, but I thought I'd just show this quickly. Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab cut this on Doug Sachs' tube equipment that Chad Kassem had brought over there. So it's a beautiful, lush version of this record. Quite different than what you've probably heard before, and a little controversial. So
I saw the
tune
video
in
today.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Scott, they did a great job on the Giant Steps Coltrane. So
you told me, yeah, I got that on my wish list. I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the Rhino Reserve series. Yeah, for sure.
And this one, Scott?
And this one is from a new series, another new series called Verve Vault. This replaces the Verve by Request series, which was getting some mixed reviews because of pressing problems. They were pressing at Third Man Records, I believe, and now these are being pressed at Optimal under a new banner. And they're all cut from analog tape. This one's cut by Ryan K. Smith. Of course, it's a famous bossa nova album by one of the most famous composers of that genre, Antonio Carlos Jobim. And it's a
How's the
beautiful.
cover, Scott? I'm
Huh?
sorry. How's the cover?
The cover is like a gatefold Blue Note classic. It's direct to board. It's nothing outstanding. It would have been really beautiful on a tip-on Stoughton high gloss gatefold because it would have looked like the original, which was
Yes.
like that too. But these come in at
Well,
27.
The price is
27.
really, I mean, I think these are relatively inexpensive.
$27 compared to
Yeah,
38.
I got the Dizzy Gillespie Sonny Rollins that just came out at the same
Yeah.
time.
So you know,
Pressing
was
is
that
great. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, was it in a gatefold too?
No.
No, okay. Well, this originally came in a gatefold, so they did adhere to that, which is admirable. So that's good too.
Cool. And that one?
And this will be coming up soon. This is a company out of Hong Kong called Evo Sound, and I had originally contacted them because they were doing some Chesky one-step reissues of the
Oh,
Chesky
really?
jazz stuff. Yeah,
Oh, jazz.
and they're doing them for a very affordable price, like $39. They sent those, and they sent this too. And I wasn't familiar with this, but this is the standout of the batch. So I'm going to be doing a video on this. I already have the thumbnail ready, but if you don't know who Foreplay is, they're headed by Bob James and Lee Rittenauer on guitar.
Oh, yeah.
It's a super group. Nathan East is on here and Harvey Mason, who I'm not that familiar with, but apparently they're very well known in that
Nathan East is
genre.
a great bass player.
It's a beautiful sounding record and very, very nice pressing. Very interesting. It'll be fun to do the video on that. So
It's an interesting band. They made a lot of records, this group, and they had some replacements with Rittenauer and Larry Coryell, some other people. They had a lot of problems personality-wise that developed over the years. There's some YouTube videos out that go into the history, and it was quite interesting. It wasn't all, wasn't a bed of roses all the time.
Yeah, it's one step. It's 2 records. The pressing plant is not disclosed, nor the mastering engineer. So I'm digging down on the information about that. It does have a couple of vocal cuts, including one by Patty Austin and Peebo Bryson. They redo Roberta Flack's "The Closer I Get to You," and it's beautiful. It really is. Phil Collins does one track too, and actually it's pretty good.
Great. Thank you, Scott. They're going to be wonderful. And Jim, can you tell us a little about your most recent review of Autophilia?
Yeah. Well, I've just finally plowed through the 106 CDs of George Sell. And no, it was a great pleasure in many respects. It's a very beautiful box, and Sony have done a very good job on presenting his complete Columbia recordings. The thing that struck me, though, is that Sell, unlike a lot of other conductors, is not really well represented by certain composers on disc. I mean, there's only 2 Bruckner symphonies in this box, and there's only 3 Maras. And but what you do get is you get over 30 CDs of Sell's Mozart. I mean, you get the Mozart piano concertos with Casadesu, and you get Leon Fleischer's, all the Beethoven's, you get Brahms, you get Tchaikovsky, you get sort of Rachmaninoff's. but the actual repertoire is quite eclectic. It's not quite what you would think in this box, but if you don't mind getting 30 CDs of Mozart, and Mozart is fine, it's articulate, it's musical, it's got lots of drama and lots of energy in it, as every George Sell performance. The recorded sound has been improved on some of the recordings. They put it through the 24-bit process, and there is the full details of what they've done to it in this box. There's a nice big thick hardback book comes with the box, which gives you all the details of the recordings, when they were made, etc. And it's at the moment, I think, available around $220 to $250, which is not bad. $2 a disc is not bad for
You're a lot
the
more
quality.
than 5 years.
So if you can get it for that sort of price, I recommend that you do, because it won't be around forever like all of them. And I think the price has already gone up. I mean, I didn't get it for that, but
Where did you buy it from, Jim?
hey,
Where did you buy it from?
oh, I got it from Amazon.
Cool.
Because it was on special deal on one of their deal things. I thought, okay, I'll do that. It's already about twice the price that I paid for it in. So it's worth getting it. But I notice on the American site it's about $230, which I think is a good price. And of course you get all the Beethoven symphonies, all the Brahms symphonies, all the Schumann symphonies. There's 3 of the Dvorak symphonies, 7, 8, and 9, and lots of interesting repertoire.
$219 Amazon.
Hey,
How much, Jack?
$219 on Amazon.
right, there you go. Well, I think that's a good price. You're getting 106 CDs. The final CD is all interviews with Sell, recorded during the 1960s. You also get some of his earlier Beethoven stuff from the 1940s. Obviously, I mean, that's not what while you put me. This is the big book that comes with it, and you've got a great big sort of.
Wow, look at the covers, gorgeous.
And there's all sort of original covers. There's photographs of Sal rehearsing the orchestra. There you go. You got a nice picture of Sal there.
Could you tell the Docnani story, which I love? That you see the Docnani. Can you tell the Docnani story about the reviews?
Oh yeah, I mean Docnani, of course, who took over the Cleveland Orchestra, and we went to see him do the Bruckmann. But he quips that even long after Sal's died, the Cleveland Orchestra give a great performance, and Sal gets a good review because everybody always seems to come down to mentioning Sal in some point. So I mean that's the testament to the guy's connection and what he did in Cleveland. He's still 55 years after his death, still the guiding force of so much of what happened in Cleveland.
Amazing.
But worth getting. I don't know if any of the other panel have got it, or I don't know if Angie you've got it or you've heard it or anything.
I think Rick will buy that for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, there's some information. I just kind of did some scouring. It looks like Reference Recordings are releasing their records on vinyl again.
Oh wow!
Now they'll have a digital step. Some of them, the Malcolm Arnold, they did it digital and an analog version as well. But all these will have a digital. And I've heard some of them. The Rachmaninoff Symphonic Dance is amazing. The Tutti is very, very good. So yeah, you can buy those on vinyl and
That Coppola's great.
Anthony, when those came out, I think it would have been mid 90s, early 90s. They were very popular, and the recordings are really, really good.
really,
So I hope they kept up with the good recordings that they were before. All titles are great.
the problem with references, and I know them very, very well. I know Tam. I know the lady very, very well. And they used to do the London Philharmonic and the Minnesota and some very good orchestras. But lately they've had to go to Kansas City and some other orchestras. So the quality of the playing is not quite as good. But the recordings are all great because of Keith Charles.
Recordings, yeah, good.
But these are amazing.
I hope
Amazing.
they do the Rudder Requiem.
Yes.
That's gorgeous. I just used that as a test. I'm testing my phono stages right now to see, about the phasmation. And we played that track last night. John had never heard it. And I couldn't believe how open and wide that chorus is. And you hear the male chorus, and then the female drapes in behind it, and then this lush organ fills out the space, and then the soprano's like up here. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Great
John
record.
Rudder Requiem.
Yeah.
Jim, have you ever played under John Rudder?
Yeah, I think I have actually. Long time ago. I think in Guildford Cathedral. Yeah. Christmas concert.
Yeah, he does a lot of those. It's amazing. Amazing. This is from Alan Altinoglu. Altinoglu, I think he's a Turkish conductor. Frankfurt Radio Symphony, Symphonies 4 and 5 on one CD or one release. That might be interesting for some of you. Montreal Symphony always do good stuff. This is with on pentatone with the Raphael Payari, the Venezuelan conductor, and that'll be very good, I'm sure. This is the new version by Raphael Blakehas. He won the Chopin in the 90s, I think, or early 2000s, and kind of disappeared from the scene. But he's very, very fine. So that's a new recording, and that's some equipment we'll talk about. Well, I can just talk about them now. This is my friend Michael Levy, who we interviewed on this channel. That's his new baby speaker, $2,500. The Alta Audio, what do they call it? I think it's the Mac 2, I think it is. And that review is coming up in Audiophilia the end of the month. And Carl Sigmund's reviewing them. Andy, can you tell us a little bit about that?
This is a record weight. It's just one sample of many. So I thought it was odd enough. And with Halloween around the corner, I thought it was appropriate to show it.
Who makes it and how much does it retail for?
It's made in Serbia. And there's a bunch of them that are being made up to figure out what material, what shape, what style. This was one of the odd ones, so I thought I would put it up just to get some feedback.
Oh, interesting.
But it is quite sonically, outside of its looks. I mean, some people like it, some don't. Outside of its look, it is sonically beneficial.
Those hats that Lincoln used to wear, black.
That's
hat.
right. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to some comments. We've got quite a. Also, get well soon, Sky and Angie, and me. Okay. This is from Francisco Javier Munoz Garcia. My dear Anthony, I tell you that a Bell's facial palsy and injection of vitamin B12 helped me a lot to get rid of the illness. God bless you. Thank you, Francisco. Yeah. Heard all sorts of things. Scott also had it's a very common thing. And the good news about Bell's palsy is for most people it's temporary. I'm in about 4 months now, and as you know, Francisco, it's not fun, and Scott knows.
Yeah.
Also, hellos. Okay, Scott, could you read that one?
Hi, Scott. When you do a multi-album shootout, how do you guard against ear fatigue?
$4,000 cartridges.
Well, you take a break. You just have to take a break at some point. Yeah, it can happen for sure. I understand what you're saying. So yeah, just take a break. Come back another day. Come back, later in the day. But that marathon was the only occasion where the three of us could get together to do that, and everyone brought their copies, so we had to do all that together. But
It's so much fun, though.
yeah, it is fun to do it with other audiophiles for sure.
Could you read that one, Jack?
Fatback on Lee Ritenour's debut album. It's a great record. First Chorus is one of my favorite songs. But, Ritenour, these guys got pigeonholed into this smooth jazz thing,
See,
They are great players. I mean, these guys they are
Outstanding. Yeah. The sound on Ritenour on this record is absolutely amazing. Beautiful.
Scott, can you read that
Love
one?
Over Gold was one of my favorites.
What one, Edge?
Love Over Gold.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott, could you read that one?
Verve by Request was a partnership with Third Man. That's right. Vervault, I believe, is not affiliated with Third Man. That's correct. They're being pressed at Optimal, and it's a completely new series. But I think it's going to supplant the Verve by Request series, which seems to have just stopped. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Nice to see you all. From Derek, wishing you the best, Anthony. Thank you. Think positive and get lots of sleep. You'll beat this bump in the road. I'm always up. I never get down. I must admit, went to see my ENT. Oh, it's not an ear infection, Anthony. He said, well, it could be this. And told me, I must admit, I wasn't that happy for a day or two, but I'm getting there. Jan's, I've got the most amazing resource and the most amazing friends. And I spoke to Scott a few days after this, and Scott always cheers me up. Yes. Awesome box, James. What a banger.
Yeah,
box.
it is. It is. It's an amazing collection of recordings. Definitely worth it.
Sorry, Jim, I got a lovely letter
No, it's okay.
from James in Columbus, and I'm surprised he's not coming on and talking. He had a bit of an accident with his leg, so he's been.
All right.
He's okay. Jim, can you read that one, please, from Peter?
Yeah. All my cell recordings are CBS Columbia Epic, with the exception of the Gilels Beethoven piano concertos and the 4 last songs, which are on Angel. Yeah, that's right, Peter. I actually prefer the Gilels Beethoven cycle. I think it's really quite good. It's very muscular and quite powerful in many ways. So yeah, but he recorded that for. I had it on tape with Concert Hall Record Club, which is something to do with the EMI, I think. And the 4 last songs, of course, is one of the great classic recordings that EMI put out. You also don't get, it's worth knowing that unfortunately on this box you don't get the Clifford Curzon Brahms First Piano Concerto, which is absolutely, it's an absolute sizzler. And you don't get the Chike 4 either, which is another sizzler. Because they were either EMI or Decca, but you can get them if you get there is a Decca box out. But yeah, if you want to collect sell, try and get the individual ones that are still available online on various places quite reasonably. You can build up. It's certainly worth getting the complete Beethoven and the Brahms and the Schumanns if you can, because they're great cycles and they should really be in everybody's Beethoven and Brahms shelf, really.
Flamin' Goose said he got one from Amazon, shipped from Australia.
Yeah, that's right.
Paul also owns the Cell Box.
Yeah.
Jim, can you read that one, please?
In the Cell Box, one thing that I enjoy very much was Beethoven 6 of New York Philharmonic in mono. Yeah. Well, again, you see there's a lot of some of those nice, interesting, little quirky performances at absolutely. The early stuff, and also they seem to have done quite a lot of work on the early recordings, and they sound much better than you would have thought they would sound for the mid 40s or late 40s and things. And yeah, absolutely, Francisco, it's great.
And Tony worked as an intern for Professor Johnson in late '79. He's a genius engineer. He sure is.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Wow.
Jim, you want to read that one as well? That's from your review.
As an owner of the Cell Box, the remastering of all the Epic recordings is a huge improvement. Yeah, Paul, I agree. You can tell immediately the difference between if it's an Epic recording or if it was an original CBS. it's funny that the CBS ones, although they're good, they're not as well done. The Epic soundstage sounds quite amazing. It's well worth having a listen if you can get hold of them on one of the, like Qbos or Tidal or something, and have a listen. But yeah, the Epic recordings are superb.
Scott, could you read that one for Fred?
Sure. Voice Reference Recordings would reissue Ebony Concerto LP. Fabulous. Several $100s on Discogs, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good one. Scott says, "Oh my God, that's a serious weight. You need that to make your sound the best." Oh, here we go. Our lovely Jim. Go ahead, Jim. This is from the other Jim.
Yeah. Did I hear Jim mention Sal? Sal was always careful about what he recorded, and it was also a money decision. He has an interesting interview, many with John Culshaw and Paul Myers. Well, they're on the final CD of the box, so you can get to hear his views on all sorts of things. I think it was also mentioned to me when I was talking to somebody who worked with Sal that apparently something like 72% of the Cleveland Orchestra had to have counselling as a result of working with Sal.
It sounds about right.
So I mean,
my trumpet teacher at Indiana, Louis Davidson, was principal in there, and I got to tell you, I wish I'd have recorded them. I could have written a book on his stories about Zell and rehearsals, and the screaming.
Well, he would, fire people. Len Harrell was number 4 cellist, and he came in one row, said, "Number 4, sit on principal cello. You're now principal cello, and you're principal cello. You're fired."
Right.
Angie, could you read this one from Tony?
Good evening, panel. It's been a while since I've been on. I wanted your opinion. I know it's not classical. They're coming out with a one-step of Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song. I think I actually have the original.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Christmas. No,
Anybody know who wrote that?
Yes, Mel Torme.
Correct. The Velvet Fog.
What an interesting character. A really, really interesting character. Friends of mine in Montreal worked with him because he's a drummer as well. Not a nice person. You know why? He's unhappy.
Yeah.
He couldn't be himself.
He hung out with Buddy Rich too much. That's what his problem was.
Yeah. Be interesting when you get that, Tony. Let's hear what you think of it.
Yeah. I wonder who's putting that out. If you can let us know, Tony.
Here's a question. It's for Angie, but I'm also going to let Jack answer this one. Angie,
there's no doubt. It's the Audio Technica. What's it? The 30? Is it the 301, Anthony?
The Mono MC, I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, that was the big one. It's the least amount of money that I spent with the biggest improvement in my entire system.
It's unbelievable.
Which one was it? The Audio Technica?
No cartridge.
But Angie's going to mention that what's the Japanese company you represent? You had them on. ATM, not ATM. Airtight. Airtight just have a new mono cartridge. How much?
It's a few dollars. I have to say that I've lost touch with some of the lower price monos, but from past, I can suggest Rega used to have a mono cartridge, Audio Technica, but I do default, and I think Lyra still offers one that's reasonably priced. I've been a little bit spoiled lately, as you guys know.
Yeah.
But Audio Technica is usually my default. I don't think Denon made one. I'm not. Yeah, that's what. Grado, I think, made it at one as well. So Grado's probably going to be the quietest because they tend not to be overly dynamic.
Well, the one that I mean, I've got the Akita Mono 9, which is amazing.
I know, but he says reasonable price.
The reasonable one, the one that Jack has, $350 or something. It's unbelievable. So good.
That's a good price, $250.
Amazing. So Andrew, yeah, check out that one. We've reviewed it in Audiphilia. Ian, my nephew, reviewed it. It's amazing. Armin. Oh, look, Scott sits right up. The producer's laughing. Any Mr. Dictor fans? I found some of his rounds. Sounds amazing. He's very good, Mr. Dictor. There's so many great musicians. What do you think of Mr. Dictor, guys? Do you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What I've heard, yeah, it was good. I'm not a great expert on him, but yeah.
I agree with Jim about the Beethoven Gillow cycle. By the way, the questions are fantastic tonight, guys. The comments.
Yeah, I agree.
Great.
Can you read that one, Jack?
Yeah, good evening. First time here. I have the Zell Beethoven from Japan SACD. Well,
Wonderful.
that's got to sound,
Is it a single layer SACD or is it hybrid?
Sometimes.
Because
Yeah,
that would be
it could
interesting.
single layer.
Yeah.
Is this the whole box that's been done as SACD? I don't know. I didn't know
No,
that.
I think Beethoven only.
Oh, it's just the Beethoven one, yeah.
Anyway, Seth, welcome. It's lovely to have you here.
Yeah.
Come back, visit often, come to show records. Alan's talking to Tony, giving you internship. I highly recommend Here, There, and Everywhere by Jeff Emmerich. Revolver account is amazing. There's about a dozen sell LPs on SACD. So, yes, he supported it. Excellent sound.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they haven't actually remastered all the cell recordings on that box, and you can tell the difference with some of them. But some of them are actually sounding pretty good.
Good, eh? Marie Duenas won 2 Gramophone Awards. Well, good for her. She's brilliant talent. I mean, talent.
Mm.
Seth says, Torme wrote a nasty book about working with Judy Garland. Yeah, he's just a bad-tempered, you know what.
he was an angry guy. You're right.
Very. Well, he was married to Mary Ure, the actress, and that was a big mistake on his part. You know what I mean? And he's just an unhappy person.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well,
What about Miyajima? Miyajima, Andrew? Yes, Miyajima. My Miyajima broke. After so I got it retipped, and Scott has it now.
Yeah. That's going on pretty soon.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah.
What if I'm black?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good choice. That
Yes.
black is amazing.
Okay, before we go to some more comments, I'm going to go break for a second. Excuse my squinty eyes. And this came this week. Le Chant des Muses. It's forgotten works by female composers by a Spanish group of musicians. On your door, they always do a beautiful job. Anna Opina, have a look for that. And so let's go into our building a library. I chose a record because I just love the record so much. I actually consider it almost audiophile. It's an original, and it's not a QLIP. And this is the Rococo Variations by Tchaikovsky with Russell Rhodes and the Berlin Phil. It's a miraculous piece of music. It's so beautiful. It's tuneful. It's brilliantly orchestrated. The Berlin Phil play the hell out of it, and Russell Rhodes, I've never heard any better. Now, because it's going to be building a library, I did want to check all the other recordings out on Apple Music. And I'll be honest, I was really disappointed. To me, none of them came close. Mr. Maisky with the what's it called? The Orpheus in New York, they were very good, but compared to Russell Rhodes, there was no one there. Tell me what you like, guys.
I wasn't able to find anything in my collection.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I did used to have Pierre Fournier do it. I haven't got it now, but that was many, many, many years ago, probably 40 years ago. But Fournier is a cellist I've always admired. But I think the roster, you're right, is head and shoulders above the rest, really.
Well, screw the lot of you. Go ahead and get this one. It's you can get it through the chips. It's got a really good Dvorak as well, but the Rococo variations, and it's just the violin fills sound incredible. The recording is so good, and West approach is amazing, and the music is beautiful. So that's that. Next week we're going to be doing something a little more mainstream. The Unfinished Symphony by Schubert. This is where Ryan always doesn't pay attention and goes, "What are we doing for homework, Anthony?" Unfinished Symphony. So I know there's lots of good ones, and you'll all have one or two. This is a Columbia, Loon, Klemperer, Harmonia. So check that out. Okay, Angie, I'm going to go to you and let's see lots of records.
Well, I've got a few. Most of them are older recordings, but they're interesting. For example, this one here, okay, which was actually, so it's a gold Decca label.
Mhm.
However, this was recorded in Europe by Deutsche Grammophon.
Oh,
So I thought that was interesting.
Carl Orff.
You have this one here. And this is a turnabout.
Oh, nice.
I got a couple
yeah.
of these.
Rendell, yeah. Lovely. His turnabout recordings are so good.
Here's another turnabout. And
Oh, what is it?
not enough.
Canario, a Capital.
Yeah, it's on Capitol.
Oh, cool. I like those.
And this is another Capitol.
Oh yeah,
A pretty rare Capital.
I have that one. Yeah, it's rare. That's a nice one.
Yeah, and that's got the I will never get it back in. Oh well, I will. Yeah, I think it's the one that Scott likes, that label.
Right.
One more Capitol.
It's a lovely Capital collection, Ange.
Yeah, I really got to find some time to see what I've got. I mean, I go down and explore. Here we go.
Oh yeah, nice. All Peer Gynt.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, that's quite nice. And then I got, a couple more Capitals.
Just hold that up a bit, please. Oh, Goose is the Royal Hill. Nice. There's so many recordings there. It's just thousands and thousands.
There is. Here's another Beethoven on Capitol. Number 5 and number 8.
Who's playing?
I'm
Who's
sorry.
playing? Can't see. Oh, Steinberg. Oh, Jim's going to do that. They're really good.
The
At
ghosty face.
Yeah, they're really good, those Jackson.
Yeah. And of course, I got to bring a unicorn to the picture.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Hauerstein, Bruckner 7. I even knew that existed. Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a great piece of music.
yeah. I have a
With the
lot of
Berlin
fondness
Hill.
for the label too. So, Odyssey.
There you go.
Famous Mahler.
Mm-hmm.
Bruno Walter, New York Philharmonic.
Nice.
Now this one is interesting. I got to show you the label first. It's an EMI. But is that label not gorgeous?
It's gorgeous.
I absolutely love this.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what's
that's
the
cool.
record? We do it backwards here. Show you the label first. And this is the record.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Oh, right. Bohemian.
But that label, I love it. And this is a few weeks back, you guys were talking about this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Not so much the
Got it.
recording, but the playing is fantastic.
yeah.
Yes, I think.
And then I've got some Vox VOX records.
Oh, yeah.
If you're familiar with those.
Oh yeah.
Mozart and Haydn.
What a collection, Ed. Jeez.
Wow.
And here's another Vox, Beethoven, number 9 choral.
Another Hornstein.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
And Rimsky-Korsakov. Yeah, there you go.
Mm.
It's a nice bright cover. Nothing fancy on the back. Here's a Schubert, which is also a Vox.
Beautiful. How do you find these, Ed, when you go looking?
I go downstairs.
I don't know what a records out there.
I still have about 50 boxes to open up. But my biggest problem is finding it because I haven't been able to get it filed properly. It's enough that I get them open and look and I go, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
Yeah. I feel your pain. I know.
Oh,
your
yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
You need to come over, Scott, and help. What's the going rate an hour?
Cheap.
Yeah, cheap? Okay.
Cheap. Yeah.
Now, this I've never heard of, no Norwegian dances.
Beautiful.
No, I
Fascinating.
haven't either.
That's-
Oh, Vandal Immortal. Yeah.
Another Vox.
Who's playing?
Orazio Frugoni is on the piano.
Don't know.
Funny how Vox doesn't get any audiophile love.
Yeah,
Hardly.
they should though.
They were purchased by somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody owns their catalog.
Yeah, they should. They're quite the music.
Yeah.
You know, the music itself.
When they went to their quad, when they went to recording quad, then they kind of got a little foothold with the audiophiles.
That recording appeared on Turnabout, didn't it, in the late 70s?
I haven't seen it on Turnabout, but yeah, it could be right.
Yeah, I've got it on Turnabout.
Yeah.
It's the Vienna Symphony one.
I had
Yeah.
some of the four. Oh, maybe I put them away. Here you go.
Jim's favorite symphony?
Yes, my favorite. Oh, I love that so much. Yes.
And my last Vox is a box set.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Great collections, Ange.
Yeah.
That's it for today.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Jack, you're up.
Okay, well, you know, speaking of Jim, speaking of Mr. Zell, I found this.
Ah.
It's not
Yeah.
that great, but it's a really cool old Columbia 6-eye
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
from, I guess, about 56 or 57. And it's really, he does a great job with the Weber and Oberon, and I'm going to say it wrong. Deep French from here. These are
Yeah.
just-
Sorry, I think that is in the box. I had a brief.
There's a variation on the Rococo theme. You said you didn't have it.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting record. I really love that old label. So, you know, I'm going to talk about a CD here in a minute, but, you know, Jim,
Yeah.
is Mr. Collins, was he a famous
Yeah,
conductor?
Anthony Collins played viola in the London Symphony Orchestra for years. And he recorded all the Sibelius with the LSO in the 50s. The problem is that the sound quality on some of them, they were on those Decca Eclipse records for years. And
That's
I don't
impressive.
know what they're like on there. On the Decca clips, they were also electronically reprocessed stereo, and it was all a bit sort of. But his readings of them is fantastic.
Yeah, this record actually sounds pretty good, frankly.
Yeah.
But anyhow, here's another Sibelius that I got. I love the brass section in the Scottish. And Gibson does a good job. He's a good Sibelian.
Oh yeah.
One of Jim's best friends is the bass trombone player, isn't he, Jim?
But it's capital.
Yeah.
And I think it could have been recorded better. It's not horrible, but it could have been recorded better. This is a stereo treasury for Scott. I pulled this out. Listened to this last week.
I can't see it. For some reason, you guys are not coming up close for me. So can you tell me what it is?
Yeah, it's the Von Williams 8 and the Partita for double string.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's wonderful. That's a later
Oh
one.
yeah.
London
Yeah.
Phil. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's real good. It's really, really good.
Those are wonderful.
And Scott, another Victrola I pulled out for you.
Oh,
And it's real good.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the pink label.
You
And
never know.
it's okay. It's not terrific.
Yeah.
Pull this out. The Chopin I love.
Oh, yeah. He's great at Chopin.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And it's the it is a red seal. It's not the and my Loretta for the day, Anthony.
Yes, my friend.
Oh, my God.
The Holst. And
Wow.
This is
Oh right.
Oh,
I have to tell you, I keep saying every time I show a Loretta, well, this is better than the last one. But this label is so consistently amazing.
yeah.
I almost think you can't find a bad recording.
It's pretty hard, so they're amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, and then I got a gift from a friend of mine who happened to pick this up in the store,
Oh,
and it's the Tintner.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Fifth is great, sixth is great, first is great. A couple of them aren't that great, but most of them are. And for a Bruckner cycle, I would say it's not Yoakum or Von Karajan or those folks, but it's something to be looked at if anybody wants to stream these. And Naxos, the sound on Naxos is superb.
he's
Really.
a wonderful conductor in Canada. His wife is on, Tanya is on Facebook a lot. Unfortunately, he had bladder cancer when he was like 81, 82, and he jumped from the apartment building and killed himself. But an amazing conductor. Yeah. And Peter Purett's my violinist and worked a lot with him with the Canadian National Youth Orchestra. Fantastic. Thank you, Jack.
Jack, can I
Yeah,
just say, Jack, that Rococo, because that isn't that's not in the cell box.
Oh no. Well, it's not Columbia, and it's the New York Philharmonic.
Brennan Rose. Yeah, nice. Okay,
Oh,
Jim,
it's the 52 one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
you're up, Jim.
Yeah.
It's an old record, but it's really, really, really amazing.
And not to make you nervous or anything, guys, but we just hit 60 people watching, which is, I think, a record for us. So thanks for
Wow.
everybody watching live tonight. I know we get about 1,000 people watching the
For sure.
the recording, but it's nice to get people live. Okay, Jim, records,
Yeah.
please?
Right. Well, I've got a couple of some interesting things. I don't know whether I've shown this before. If I have, then just shout. But this is a Tchaikovsky Third Symphony Polish. It's a double CD. It's the third and fourth symphonies on 2 LPs with, of course, the LSO and our old friend Igor Markovich
Oh, that's a great one.
on Philips. And again, virtually, I mean, looking at it, I don't think this record's ever been played. It's virtually brand new. And that was like 50p. So, and then there's another double album, which is Karajan doing Beethoven overtures.
Oh, that's a
I've
great
seen this
record.
before. Again, it's not. I don't think it's one of the fancy ones. It's not. It's not one of the washing line ones. It's just. It's just the ordinary. But again, I don't think it's been. I think it's virtually brand new. It is amazing how many these records. And then the Rubinstein, another double. The two Brahms concertos with Boston, and one is with our old friend Eric Leinsdorf, and the other one is Joseph Cripps. And that's on RCA. Again, lovely. They're nice, lovely, and they actually play really well. And then a Tchaikovsky Winter Daydreams with the Vienna Phil and Lauren Marzell.
That's very nice.
And again, this looks as if it's virtually brand new, because you can always tell when you get the sleeve out. It's sort of, the sleeve hasn't got a crease on it. The center Sprigget thing hasn't got a scratch on it.
They're still all 99p.
Yeah. And then there's another one, which is this Mendelssohn, the Beaux-Arts Trio, complete
nice.
piano trios on Philips. I know the Festival. I used to collect these when I was a kid, because they were quite cheap in those days. I seem to remember. But really lovely performances. And then finally, our old friend Mr. Markovich again, with Tchaikovsky Manfred.
Fantastic.
And again, so somebody must have been an avid collector of Philips recordings, because again, it's virtually, well, you can see it glints with cleanliness and newness. So that's my lot for this week, I'm afraid.
Wonderful. Okay, and finally, then we'll invite some people up. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last, but Scott.
Okay. Let's see. I just got a few things last minute here. One that I don't think I've shown before is this. It's on Mercury. It's a Miraculous Mandarin with Dorati.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was looking at it, and it says that he studied with Dorati studied with Bartók.
Oh, yeah, he did. And so did Schulte.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Reiner had the the association with him, but
And
I
Ryan.
guess
Will said it was, he said he had a teaching gig at the Liszt Berg Academy.
yeah, this is a later. It's not an FR1, but I don't think there is an FR1 of this. It's a late one. Then I wanted to show these two organ recordings. You might have seen them. They were audiophile, direct to discs.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. They're recorded by Bert White, and they're mastered by Stan Ricker. And I've always loved them, especially the volume 1. Pretty obvious pieces are on this, but it's quite a feat of engineering, actually, to do a direct-to-disc recording of an organ recital. But you hear the famous piece Heroique on here, and
Is the Vito Toccata on there?
No, I don't think so. No, piece Heroique, litanies, toccadic from the Fifth Symphony by
Brienne? Yeah.
Prelude and Fugue in G by Dupre, toccata by Guigo, and finale from the Sixth Symphony by Vierne.
Nice.
They're great. They're really nice recordings. You can often find them in a thrift store. I pulled a few green sleeves. Here's the poor man's Larita.
Yeah, it's still good though.
Yeah, still good.
The Larita is fabulous, so I'll tell you. Oh my God, it was
I know.
expensive, but it's so good.
This is some similar pieces, or some of them are the same actually. Malcolm Arnold and Sir Charles Groves. Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra and City
Oh, yeah.
of Birmingham Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, superb.
Yeah,
Very good.
that's a green sleeve reissue, so you can get that for pennies probably. This is a favorite of mine too.
Yeah,
Sullivan,
that's a great recording.
The Tempest, The Merchant of Venice Suite, and In Memoriam by Sir Vivian Dunn. And
My
that
father,
wonderful.
my father did some work with Vivian Dunn. That's a beautiful cover, isn't it?
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
record.
Yeah. I love the sound of the City of Birmingham Orchestra and the hall that they record in, because it just adds so much space and depth to it.
Well, you know where they were recorded, Scott? They were recorded in Birmingham Town Hall,
Right. It must
which
be
is
a very
actually, and it's actually where Mendelssohn conducted all his oratorios, Elijah, and
oh.
you know, and sort of, yeah. So it's Birmingham Town Hall.
Is it
which have had
large?
yeah.
Is it very large?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
large, but it's cavernous and it's very boomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Victorian, typical mid-19th century town hall, concert hall, civic hall thing. But of course, they've got their own hall now, so they don't play in there much anymore. But yeah,
Right. Well, this is I think these are engineered by Stuart Eltham, and he got it under control and gave it
yeah,
just this nice reverb. This is the famous
Oh, is that
Laissez
favorite?
Ballet music. Yeah, this is the budget reissue.
Very good.
Recommended. Louis Fremont. This is one of my records
Yeah.
to die for. Yeah, I love this. Beautiful, beautiful record. Here's one from Charlie Maccaris.
oh yeah.
We always talk about him.
Charles, I never made a bad record.
It's a fun record. Pineapple Pole. Yeah, famous too. Sounds wonderful. Really beautiful. Okay, then I have a couple of living stereos that I don't think I've ever shown. This Reiner doesn't really get a lot of attention or love.
Wow.
Yeah, Reiner
Yeah.
Conrad Wagner. Chicago Symphony Orchestra. It's
Brass.
a more latent recording. The Meister Singer and Goddard Dameron. So that is, I think it's a shaded dog. Yeah, a shaded dog.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Here's another Reiner with Van Cliburn. I don't think I've shown before. Schumann, Piano Concerto in A. Beautiful cover. I think they redid the cover at one point. You may have this recording in a different cover. This is Morn Layton also, Chicago Symphony Hall. It's nice. It's got a nice textured cover there. This is Berlioz Overtures.
Oh, don't know that. It's beautiful.
No? Charles Munch, Boston Symphony. This is, they don't say the, oh yeah, it's Morn Layton again. I love him. This is Copland conducting his own works, Appalachian Spring.
That's a great record. That is,
Yeah.
It's a really, really good record. Some of the Copland stuff that he conducted, it's not some of the best Copland, believe it or not. For me, that's just my 2 cents. But this record, I love this record. I think it's superb.
Yeah, it's a beauty. That is a white dog. And one of my favorite covers from Living Stereo. This one's so cool. Symphony Fantastique.
Wow. Yeah.
So Genie's there on the bottom there. Barbara Genie. Demonstration record.
That look good in a frame on your wall, Scott.
Yeah.
You've heard the Berlioz story about him and his 2 wives, haven't you? Which explains, I think, a lot as to what was going through his mind. When Harriet Smithson died of TB, basically consumption, and she was buried, and then he married again, and then his second wife died a few years later. But by then he was living in a different part of Paris. So what he did was he had Harriet Smithson dug up at the dead of night and had her transported from where she'd been buried to where his new wife's tomb was.
Mhm.
And I mean, the weirdness. And apparently he paid somebody to, with a wagon to just go and do this.
Oh my God.
Sounds like
And,
something Bruckner would have done.
in the course of this, now I read this in a French book about, in the course of this, he's actually holding what's left of Harriet Smithson, and it just goes to show, God knows what was really going through his mind half the time. I mean, the guy's completely bonkers. But anyway, there we go.
Hey,
Crazy.
Anthony, one interesting thing on RCA, I've got the jazz guys now, my buddies that watch my channel, looking for 1S's and 2S's. And because a lot of the Pablo records, a good number of them were pressed by RCA in either Indianapolis or Terre Haute.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They stamped 1S, 2S, 7S, just like RCA records.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Couple more. One that's really neat. This is pretty common. You've probably seen this a million times, but I don't think I've shown it. Rachmaninoff Concerto No. 3, the Symphony of the Air with Kondrashin. This was right after. This is an actual live performance.
You guys have the most amazing collections.
This one's a super rare one with some unusual repertoire.
Wow, never.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cover.
Better than-
Blackwood Symphony No. 1 and Haif Symphony No. 2. Yeah. Blackboard Leighton. This is also pretty cover too. Boston Pop Song of India.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that beautiful cover. Wow. I love that. Popular pieces on there, of course. Another Pops. One of his more serious
Amazing
ones
record, Scott. Jesus.
Yeah.
on his list. He had his pop records, and he had a couple that were kind of like more serious classical. And then for Christmas, can't beat this. This is fun.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Pop's Christmas Party. Yeah. That's it.
Thanks, Scott. Incredible
welcome.
as usual. Okay, let's just go through some comments before we get to our guest. We got Ryan and Alan and Peter. Hey guys, let's go through these comments. Chad, can you read that one, please?
Sure. So Seth, Jeff Emmerich wrote well of Judy Garland while waiting with her in the studio after cutting a song at Abbey Road around 66 or so. Interesting.
Yeah, I just read that today. What happened was she had recorded a song and then she wanted to get a copy of it to take home. So they were in this like small closet outside the studio. And she was asking him, really nice questions, really polite. And he was just amazed at how friendly she was because, she had a reputation. But you never saw her again. Then she had to leave. But he said it was a very pleasant half hour or so. So
Nice. Peter says, does one need a preamp with a mono switch to use a mono cartridge? Angie, can you talk to Peter about that?
Do you need it? No, you don't need. You can still play it back in stereo. When you have a mono switch, you get a better center focus.
Yeah.
But you don't need to have a mono switch.
Angie, I have a question along those lines. And Anthony, anybody else? So some people claim that if you're going to listen to a mono record, use a mono cartridge and one speaker.
No.
Thoughts
No.
about
No. I
No.
mean, you can do what you
Not
want,
necessary.
but you're not going to your preamp's got to be mono, your amp's got to be mono.
One that's
Make
red.
a true mono system is not realistic.
Yeah,
You have a good audio system. So the mono switch itself is good enough to give you the center image.
What I've noticed with the difference between a mono cartridge and the stereo cartridge with an old mono record is with the stereo cartridge, I still have the music in the center, but I have all the noise on the right and left channels.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I have the mono cartridge, it basically eliminates all that
noise.
horizontal
Right,
noise,
yeah.
and you just have the music in front. So that's like what can be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And for jazz and for chamber music, it's really amazing. Misha Dicta made fine recordings of Patricia and RCA. There's Misha Dicta. Jack, could you read that one, please?
Yeah, Chris Bellman at Bernie Gronin Mastering is producing it, and pre-order starts today. Well, if those guys have anything to do with it, I guess it's going to be pretty good.
I think Andrew was talking about Maria Duenas. Her caprices, they're incredible.
Mm.
Hey, Billy, talk about great musicians.
Billy. Yeah,
Jack, you want to go on that one?
yeah. I caught Billy's group on Mesereau's live stream. It's great. Good evening. Any knowledge of Sir Lennox Berkeley? Am I saying that right?
Berkeley, yeah.
Berkeley picked up an 80th birthday tribute DMM on Empyrean New York Audio Show this weekend in New Jersey, where I live. Any of you going?
Actually, it's incorrect. It's Sir Lennox Berkeley. And the reason it's Berkeley is because Jim and I both know him personally. In fact, Jim and I played the London premiere of his second symphony, the revised version of it. He also gave out our diplomas on the prize day at Trinity the year we got ours.
Yeah.
And a lovely man and a very fine composer, Billy. So yeah, Lennox Berkeley, great. A lot of recordings on Liberty.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paul says the Starker Rococo was excellent. Great. I'll have a listen to that.
You know, I probably have that one. I just couldn't find it.
Jack had what he know. It's not a very. It's a small piece, right? Peter Westbell, yeah, he's very good. Thanks, Frederick. Good. Alan, could you read that one?
Who?
Oh,
Alan.
I think Wicked Exile's point might be that mono cartridges are especially suited for 50s and 60s OG pressings, while not as important for new mono reissues that are now cut on modern rather than original mono cutting lathes.
Yeah. That was my understanding. Is that right, Angie?
I would disagree, but
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what. When I put this airtight mono cartridge on this weekend,
Oh, I
I've
can't.
got
wait.
about 50 mono records that I'm dying to hear. I'll give you an insight next week as exactly what goes on. But one of the reasons that I like the mono cartridges is because of the music. I can't find this music in stereo. So to me, it's being faithful to that genre of music, but the vintage of that music. For example, one of these, which nobody maybe knows, this record here. So it's Joseph Schmidt. The guy was less than 5 feet tall. He walks in, it was in 1928. He walks into the Berlin, he's Romanian. He walks into the Berlin radio station for an audition. So he walks in and he says, well, I want to sing, what was the song? The Strella from Il Trovato. So they laughed at him because they see this little less than 5 foot guy. So they say to him, why not sing Parsifal? So he opens up his voice, he sings the song, and he becomes nicknamed the German Caruso.
Oh,
So it's stuff like that in the mono side of music is what I want to explore more and more and revisit.
But this is the OG.
So it's not so much about mono stereo, blah, blah, blah. It's about experience the vintage of that music and the era of that music.
Okay,
And
guys, we've got about 3 or 4 people. Maybe
Go ahead.
I've got 15 minutes, but I'm not going to last much longer,
Okay.
guys. I'll be honest with you. Let's have 3 or 4 records each, guys. Okay, so Ryan, let's go with you first.
I got 4 Rokokos, Kondrashin and Rostropovich with Ozawa, and the one he showed, which I think is the best of the 3.
It is.
He's very
It is.
consistent the way Rostropovich plays it. The Kondrashin is live, so it doesn't sound great, but it is really good, and there's a really fiery Shostakovich cello concerto on it. Then to break up the Bonani, I do have Lynn Harrell with Lauren Mozell in Cleveland. It's not nearly as good.
No, he's a good cello, but he's not Rostropovich.
Yeah, I can't compare, but this is on London, so it sounds pretty good. It's on London, but the performance is not as compelling. Lynn Harrell, I like him a lot, though, but it's hard to compare. As far as Vox and Turnabout goes, I did happen to have one that I like quite a bit. This is Khachaturian with Ricci playing violin, and London Philharmonic Fistolari conducting. This sounds surprisingly good. I was very happy with this. So it's Turnabout Vox. And I got a MHS Musical Heritage Society. These aren't usually particularly good, but this was great. This is from an Irato recording of Vivaldi's Mandolin. And I realized I heard this before. I bought the cassette in the 1980s from Tower Record when I was in high school, and I really liked that recording. And when I was listening to this, I realized it was the same thing. So the original Irato, when I looked at the cover, it's the same one I had. So this sounds really good for an MHS. I had the original Mercury Living Presence of this, but it was a little noisy. So I got the Golden Imports. Sounds dead quiet. This is really good. This is the Bach cello sonatas with Seebach and Starker. Then about the same time I got this. This is Leonard Rose and Glenn Gould playing the same thing. And as much as I like the Starker, I like this version better. So Leonard Rose, I don't have very much of him as a cellist. I love his tone. This is a fantastic sounding Columbia. Most Columbias don't sound this good. This is one of the best Columbias I've ever heard.
Oh, wow.
So if you want a good sounding Columbia, look for this Leonard Rose, Glenn Gould, Bach's 3 sonatas for viola da gamba and harpsichord. Although he plays piano.
Great suggestion.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. When I was reading up on Lynn Harrell, his father was a singer named Mac Harrell. And he died when Lynn was only like 15. And Lynn said he never learned much music from his father while he was alive. He was too busy. But he listened to his recordings after he died, and he learned a lot from his father then. Particularly this recording he mentioned, which I had. This is mono. I'm going to have to get the stereo version, because this is a great Bach cantata with Mac Harrell singing. It has Robert Shaw is the director, but the real star of this record with the Bach cantatas 56, I Will Carry the Cross with Gladys, and Ich habe genug is the oboist. When I listened to this, I had to stop and find out who the oboist was. It's the best oboe I've ever heard, and his name was Mark
Lefshe.
Trichet. From Cleveland.
He was the people in Cleveland, and till he told Sel to go screw himself.
Yeah, he's a spectacularly great oboist. I couldn't believe how good it was. So it wasn't even on the record. The record doesn't say who it is, but I was able to find out online that it was him. And I guess Lynn Harrell, when he was the principal cellist at Cleveland, you knew him. He was still there for a few years before he got mad and quit, and went to San Francisco. But he's a magnificent musician. That oboist is just amazing. So this is a really good recording.
Brilliant. Thank you. Alan, you got a couple of shows? We got Peter
sure.
and Alan share about 5 each, okay?
Okay. This one is fantastic. It's Robert Silverman on piano.
Oh, Robertson, one of my best friends.
This was one of the best sounding piano albums I've ever heard. It's on.
I'll pass that on to Robert.
It's
Robert's
really
an amazing
fantastic. It was on 2 records, but only one side. The other side is blank, and it's like an all tube recording from 1990. I think it's hard to find now, but I got it recently and very happy with it. It's an amazing record. This one also sounds fantastic. The Brahms Piano Quintet in F minor with the Juilliard String Quartet and Leon Fleischer is a really good. And it's I don't think I have this label. It's Epic. This nice deep blue. It's very nice.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
This is a more modern one, kind of obscure, but I really enjoyed it. Modern American Music Series, and it's this old Columbia gray label, but really good music. And then just lastly, this is a living stereo soundtrack.
Oh wow,
Sayonara.
beautiful. Look at Brando.
I know,
Thank you.
isn't it amazing?
Amazing.
That's
Now,
cool.
Peter, I've just
Never
turned your
seen
mic back
that.
on. Can you do me a favor? Could you make sure that YouTube is not playing on your computer or something? Because there's a bit of an echo. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, got some records to show us? Peter?
Well, I turned off my mic.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I sure do.
Good.
I did a shootout of Beethoven's Fourth Piano Concerto,
We got room for about 5 records.
and I'm not going to bore you with all 12, but this one
Oh, I wish we had more time.
is
Beautiful. Oh
the
my
box
God.
set of Rubinstein, and this is like totally brand new. I had it 15 years, never opened it, so
Oh God.
Wow.
really that's still in the glassy and envelopes and everything. So
Huh.
great thing.
Beautiful.
Cool.
But so this is a shout out to Scott. This is one of those London stereos. I put it on.
Yeah.
Huge sound stage, very great clarity. I couldn't believe it. So
What are they playing?
Awesome.
I'm gonna get another one.
What are they playing on that one?
This is the Death. It's a Strauss. Okay.
Oh,
Death
okay.
Oh, nice.
Transfiguration.
Transfiguration. Okay.
Yeah, Transfiguration. Yeah, it's incredible. I think it's from 1956. Anyway, or 62. Really nice thing. So
That is
anyway, I
nice.
promised myself I'd never go on another dig, but I did. And this is a London CBS, or an English CBS,
Mm.
and it's
Oh yeah. Oh, look
really
at that.
great stuff. Delius music.
Mm.
And I picked it up because I once stood in that very place at Notre Dame. So
Oh wow.
really a great record. I've listened
That's
to it.
That's a good record too. Beecham.
And here's a nice Mercury.
Oh, that's lovely.
I really like this one. I haven't listened to
Mhm.
it yet, but it's one of those originals that has the discussion about the truck and everything that they brought over to Europe.
Awesome.
This one I had never heard of. This violinist was Oistrak's pupil, and they're playing a Dvorak and Wieniawski. I haven't heard this one either, but it's on. Let's see. It's on Angel, but we'll see. Here's
Okay.
Here's an Everest that I dug up. And it's
Yeah.
one of those original Everests with Villalobos music, all cellos.
Wow.
I'd never heard of this one, so
I've never seen it.
I'm looking forward to hearing that one.
That's cool.
Here's Marcel Sibelius Symphony No. 1. I haven't heard
Oh,
this one
I've got
either,
that. That's really good.
but that's a nice record. These are all, they look like they're brand new, like nobody ever played them. Here is, I had one of these already, but this is the Symphonie Fantastique of Beethoven. beautiful cover.
It really is.
It's a
So,
mono,
Yes.
and that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking about the mono cart because I want to hear it that way. Here's one. I've heard rumors around about a CD or an album called Lollipops. And here is one, and it's a Vanguard record.
Wonderful.
that'll be good.
Yeah.
And it's what is it? Billy Boskovsky's.
Yeah, he's the concertmaster of Vienna Phil.
That's pretty amazing, eh?
Mhm.
And here are some. These are Vanguard Stereolab records, which are supposed to be their high fidelity records. I don't know. This is
Yeah, no, those are
They
all.
can be.
This is Hungarian Rhapsody. So I'll be interested in hearing about this one. This one is nice Couperin. It's a 2-record set. And the interesting thing about this one is the fellow wrote on the album each time he played it. 3 times. That's it. So and I wanted to ask Scott about these because they're called First Component. I think they're supposed to be audiophile, but I don't know. This one is the Brahms String Quintet. And
Yeah. Audio Fidelity had a little classical program for a while.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah, they
I'll be
look
interested
really
in
nice.
that. See how good it is.
Yeah.
I found one other one, Haydn Symphonies. Similar
Mhm.
similar cover. And here's a real nice nonsuch of Charles Ives. Again, looks like nobody ever used it. These are
Awesome. Very nice.
here. I have now the first of 2 epics. This is Zell.
Oh, that's a famous one.
Is that a famous one? Well, I had never seen it before, so
Pretty famous.
kind of excited about that one. And then I also have Zell playing the Dvorak Symphony 9, also an epic. Here's an unusual record. Nobody ever talks about Gottschalk, but he's our first great composer in America. And this is a centennial recording with 4 pianists, including Jomar Narvaez, whom I really love. So that's good. And I'll just end with a jazz record. Here's Bobby Short playing Gershwin.
Cool.
And those of you who lived in New York ever would recognize this cover because this is a New Yorker cartoonist
Cartoonist, yeah, famous.
who always wrote his daughter's name in the image, Nina.
Beautiful, Peter. Well,
That
tonight,
was fun.
guys,
Thank you, Peter.
what amazing. Thank you, Peter. Amazing collections,
Yeah.
everybody. Just want to say thank you to the Peanut Gallery. Amazing questions tonight and comments. And of course, the world's best panel. And our guest tonight, Peter,
Thank you.
and Alan,
Fun to be up.
and Dr. Ryan. Okay, guys, have a great week. We'll see you next week. All the very best.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.